All right, guys, I'm just setting up the Zoom to go live on Facebook. I will let you all know when it's done. Okay. And it is. We are live on Facebook as well now. So you guys can go to my page and start the watch party, or somebody can just get it from my page and share it in our share it in the actual group. Y'all are looking lovely this beautiful Saturday morning, and we have got some important stuff to share with you guys. This event today is being co-hosted by the Taylors, both Darlene and William Taylor. So a huge shout out to them for putting this together. I have an amazing co-host that I want to introduce as well. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristi Howard, also known as Cash Flow Kristi. And we are going to get this show on the road. Let me mute everybody out. Except for my co-hosts. All right, so here we are, guys. Again, my name is Kristi Howard, also known as Cash Flow Kristi, and I am super duper excited to be here before you guys on this beautiful Saturday morning. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but you all chose to be here with me and my amazing co-host that I would like to introduce here in just a second. This young lady is a superstar in every sense of the word. She reached an esteemed position in our company known as Area Director in record time, and is already, in just a short amount of time, already positioned herself at the $50 a day daily guarantee, which means just in one of the ways that we get paid, she is guaranteed $50 a day. Let me find her so that I can add her. This is our virtual rounds of applause when we are online. And let me see where she is. I think I found her, y'all. Y'all please give it up for Miss Kimberly Whitfield.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kim, how are you doing this Saturday morning?
I'm doing amazing, Kristi, especially as early as it is, and we have so many people who are joining us to hear this information that's going to be life-changing for them, actually. And I'm excited just to be a part of, what they're about to hear this morning.
Absolutely. So Kim said, we're excited about what we're about to share with you guys. I want you guys to think about two things as you're watching this information. Number one, does it make sense? Does the slides, does the conversation that I'm about to have with everybody make sense? And number two, do you know anybody that's being directly or indirectly affected by this pandemic? See, we're going to talk about a couple of things today. The first one is we're going to talk about how to expand your cash flow. And two, we're going to show you how to increase your income. So it's going to be a win-win for everybody. But before we actually get into that, let me go ahead and share my screen here. Kim, let's kind of talk about some of the things, some of the 4 financial challenges that most Americans face on a daily basis. And what happened is the pandemic just kind of magnified all of these by 10. For example, inflation, as we know, is one financial challenge that a lot of people deal with. And guess what? There's nothing that we can do about it, because inflation, Kim, is simply the cost of everything around us constantly going up. Healthcare can go up, gas can go up, groceries are going up. Everything around us is going up. The problem is our income is basically staying the same. So you got to be able to put your money and do some things, or put some things in place so that we can outpace inflation. Now think about it now, Kim, with all of the businesses. Think about the restaurants and the barbershops and all of these businesses that normally can draw a crowd of people at any given time. Restaurants are now having to seat every other table. They're not able to have full capacity of the entire restaurant. And a lot of places, Kim, the bars are closed. So you can't even really sit at the bar. Guys, this pandemic over these last 3 to 4 months has affected businesses drastically. So the cost of everything is going to have to go up because they have to make up for that loss. Now, Kim, let everybody know what the second financial challenge is.
Kristi, the second challenge that we've had, even like you said, before this pandemic, has been taxes. Because, really taxes have been the largest expense that we've had to begin with. But if you think about this, we just got the stimulus checks that came out, the past couple of months. And people are still getting them now. But that was $2 trillion that the government did not have, Kristi.
Right.
So the only way that they're going to get that money back is, guess how? You and I and everybody else
right.
that got them. And so what's going to happen is taxes are going to have to increase for us to pay that back. So we're talking about a challenge that was already an issue.
Right.
Taking the first 1/3 of our income.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're having to pay more in taxes later on. And it may not happen today. It might not even happen this year. But you have to know that it's going to happen at some point in time, Kristi.
Absolutely. And Kim, not only are the taxes going up, but think about debt. I saw something the other day on CNN where Americans reached $1 trillion with a T, $1 trillion worth of debt. So debt is on the rise as well, and it's increasing too. Why? Because there are so many people right now that are unemployed. They don't have that emergency fund. So what they're having to do is they're having to use that Visa, MasterCard, or Discover for basic necessities. And Kim, people are literally just swiping away. So now inflation is going up. Your debt is going up. Your taxes are going up. Kim, let everybody know what's happening with big business.
Well, again, big business has always been an issue. Because if you think about it, Kristi, there was always something every month that the big business had us going into the stores for. You had January with New Year's, February with Valentine's Day, March with spring break, St. Patrick's Day, May you got Mother's Day, June you had Father's Day, which is this weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
July, we got 4th of July, August was back to school, September, Labor Day, October, Halloween, November is actually a whole week of stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Then we got December, which is Christmas. And Christmas, we right back where we started from. And you notice we didn't talk anything about birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, proms, any of that stuff.
That's right.
But since the pandemic, you talked about those businesses that are closing, right? Mm-hmm. And didn't have, people coming in and we were shut down for these months. Well, those same businesses that were shut down are the same businesses that people were investing their 401ks into. There are industries that have not been able to rebound from that. That's right. So those same things that people are investing their money into, they're losing. But we're not here to just talk about problems. We're going to talk about the solutions.
That's right, guys. We know what the problems are. We know what's causing the problems. But the reason that you're here this morning is to talk about 3 financial solutions. Kristi, what can we do to overcome inflation, higher taxes, debt, and big business? Well, we are a part of what is being called the next $1 billion trend, which is the home-based business, okay? Why should everybody start a home-based business? It's real simple. 1, because of the low startup costs. 2, because of the low overhead. 3, it drastically lowers your taxes. And 4, because of the high unlimited income potential. Now, I want to hit on just one of these, okay? It lowers your taxes drastically. Think about this, guys. If taxes is your biggest expense, right? So let's say, for example, you work a job and you're making $100,000 a year. Off the rip, if you only have a job, you're being taxed in the highest tax bracket, which 28 to 33% is taken out of that $100,000 a year off the top, all right? If you incorporate a home-based business, you now get to legally, ethically, and morally adjust your W-4 with your employer to say, hey, I don't need to be in the absolute highest tax bracket because I have a home-based business. So that instantly draws you into the 18 to 23% tax bracket, which is a huge difference, all right? So now you get to lower your taxes, and things that you pay every day, every month anyway, instead of them just becoming bills or expenses, they now become tax deductions. So Kim, what are some things that we can write off from having a home-based business?
Well, first thing you can write off is being in your home. Your mortgage or your rent, that's, again, one of the biggest things that you have anyway. You're going to pay it anyway, Kristi. You might as well be able to write it off. You got your internet, you have your cell phone, even driving your vehicle. And with it being, the summertime, people take vacations, you can write those things off as well. Another one is your kids. That is another big one that you can write up, but you have to be a business owner to do those things.
Absolutely. And the high income potential, let me switch the camera real quick. The unlimited income potential, I should say, guys, is amazing. And that's why some of you guys are here right now. So every day, and I'm going to go into this a little bit later, but I want you guys to see every day at 5 o'clock, I get a text message just in one of the 10 ways that we get paid saying, congratulations, Kristi, you have earned your $200 daily guarantee. Guys, the income that you can make from a home-based business, because think about it, if you're working your job, it's only so many hours a day that you can work. It's only so much overtime that you can put in. So you want to position yourself in a home-based business because guess what, Kim, everybody is not losing during this pandemic. Let everybody know who's winning during the pandemic.
Kristi, really anybody that's providing solutions during this pandemic is winning. You have Walmart, you have TikTok, you have Zoom. As you see on here, they made $48 billion during this pandemic. Understand, Zoom is not new, but they were positioned in the right time and the right place to provide a solution to somebody. Just from this slide alone, Kristi, you can see Zoom is making more than the whole airline industry together combined.
Wow.
$48 billion Zoom is providing solutions. And the reason why they are winning, like you said, because they're leveraging us. Facebook, TikTok, all these different platforms have been leveraging us for a long time. But Kristi, you know what? It's time that we start leveraging them. And what we do with our home-based business is just like everybody's on the Zoom watching us today, they're on Facebook Live watching us today. We expose information and people get on with us, but we use the technology to share the information that we're doing. As you can see on this slide here, we had something very similar to what we're doing right now with our business partners. At that time, there was only probably about 200 people that were looking at this stuff. But the next time, as things went on, days went on, we had one that was 11,000, 15,000 people that watched it later on. What's so significant about that is that even though we're doing it today, the video is the gift that keeps on giving. We do something one time and individuals are able to use our expertise, our platforms, and share it over and over again. So that'll, like I said, that alone, if you're providing a solution, you're winning. And you just got to start leveraging those technologies because like I said, they've been doing it for us a long time.
That's right. And Kim, it's easy for us to put what we eating, where we going, all of that on Facebook, but we need to start putting some stuff on there that's going to generate some income into your bank account. So Kristi, Kim, what is this y'all are talking about? What is this home-based business and what is our role? Your role is really simple, guys. All you do is simply expose. Our organization called the Extra Digit Movement, we educate you on wealth strategies that were never, ever taught to us in school. And the company that we partnered up, MWR Financial, they execute, okay? Think about it. If you're not feeling good, you go and see a what, Kim?
You go see a doctor.
You go and see a doctor, okay? If you need some legal advice, you go and see a what?
A lawyer.
You go and see a lawyer. If you have a toothache, you go to a dentist. So when it comes to finances, if we need help with finances, why don't we surround ourselves with a team of financial experts that have our back and can fix our finances just like a dentist would fix a toothache or a doctor would make you feel better? Think about this. Every millionaire and billionaire that you can think of right now, they have a team of financial experts that have their back, that's showing them exactly what they need to do, what they don't need to do. So why don't we? That is the home-based business that we're in. We basically expose you to a team of financial experts that get you on track to be financially free. Well, why is that important? Where there's two financial objectives for everybody. You want to be able to maintain your current lifestyle and your future lifestyle. Now, your current lifestyle is paid for through labor, okay? So you go to work every day to cover the mortgage, the rent, pay the bills, car notes, student loans, the basics. Now, at the same time that you're working during the labor years and satisfying your current lifestyle, you should be focusing on your future lifestyle as well, which is paid for through investments. But here's the problem. most people are robbing Peter to pay Paul with their current lifestyle, so they can't even begin to think about saving anything for the future or investing in the future. All right. So what we've done is we figured out a way that you can franchise your way to wealth. Well, Kristi, what do you mean? I want you to look at this slide right here, because everybody knows the golden arches are for McDonald's, all right? McDonald's has served over $1 billion by providing 4 core basics: burgers, fries, shakes, and apple pies. Now, to start this particular franchise, you would need about $2 million to start it. And if it was that easy, all of us would be McDonald's franchise owners, okay? What they did, though, I don't care if you go to Alaska, I don't care if you go to California, I don't care if you are here in Atlanta or in Texas. These 4 core basics are the exact same in every single McDonald's that you go to, okay? The problem is, most people don't have $2 million just sitting there ready to invest or start a franchise in McDonald's. But bet what they do have is an investment of $228 one time and $119 a month, which covers 4 core basics with our company called MWR Financial. But our 4 core basics, instead of burgers, fries, shakes, and apple pies, all deal with finances. So we got Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. Now I'm gonna take the first 2 and I'm gonna let Kim take the second 2. What is Money Max? Money Max is a tax reduction strategy where I told you guys earlier, if you have a job and you incorporate a business, you allow our enrolled agents, which are licensed and certified through the IRS, to legally, ethically, and morally adjust that W-4 so that you can get some of your money back that you've been overpaying to the government. I want you to think about it. If you don't have a home-based business, it's equivalent to you literally taking a $20 bill every single day and throwing it out the window. A minimum of $600 could be coming back into your household from incorporating a home-based business. But you don't have to figure it out yourself, because that's what the licensed enrolled agents are for, all right? Now, also Credit Max. Our Credit Max experts have also been in business for over 25 years. Now, I know it's easy for people to be like, oh, Kristi, I can do my own letters. I can do it all myself. Okay, great. We can do a lot of stuff by ourselves, but I think we will be a lot further on if we had the professionals that are certified and really know what they're doing. Like, that's their niche, that's their expertise. Their focus is increasing your credit score anywhere from 50 up to, I've seen, Kim, over 200 points. And it's super duper simple. You simply upload your information to the credit experts, your 3 credit reports, your Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, upload that into the system and let them work their magic. I'm going to blow you guys away in just a few minutes with some testimonies. But before I do that, I want to pause here for a second, because we are on the Zoom, and see if anybody, let's stop the share real quick. Before I go any further, I want to make sure if anybody has any questions on what we do so far, what our role is. Any questions? I don't see any questions in the chat.
I don't see any.
All right, awesome. We're going to keep going. Let me go back to my slideshow here. All right, great. Kim, let everybody know about our Equity Max and Wealth Max and why these are so amazing.
So our Equity Max, Kristi, is where you put in your information of all the debts that you have, and it calculates for you a plan to get out of debt in record time. And we'll show some of those testimonies in a second as well, but we have people getting out of debt to include their mortgages in 10, 15 years.
Wow.
The next one that we have is Wealth Max. Now, up until this point, everything is you just uploading your information into the system. But with Wealth Max, you actually have to schedule a consultation with our experts, and they are putting into a plan with 2 products that we have, which is called the private reserve banking and land banking. And one thing I want to say about that real quick, Kristi, is one of the things that MWR Financial has done with this membership that we have, especially when it comes to that Wealth Max, If you didn't have $250,000 of assets or money, you wouldn't even hear about private reserve banking and land banking. But MWR Financial has provided these services for everyday people like you and I who may not have $250,000 in our portfolio.
That's right.
So we'll go over exactly what those two are in a couple of slides down.
Gotcha. So guys, here it is. This is the business in a nutshell. You get the business for $228. You get the 4 core basics for $79.97. You get the website that keeps track of everything for you, and you get our MWR Financial debit card. All of that for $228 one time and $119 a month. Now I know some of you are like, $119 a month. Wow. I want you to understand, guys, this is a business. Imagine if this is if our franchise with MWR Financial was a McDonald's, your expenses for that McDonald's would be way more than $119. But we're even going to show you how to position yourself to where that is not an issue. All right. So guys, if you don't believe me and Kim, this slide right here came from, let me take it off of Kim real quick. I'm like, why am I still looking at Kim? This slide came from the IRS.gov, and it's basically explaining to anybody that's getting a refund, especially some of the bigger refunds, why you need to do a paycheck checkup. It's because you're giving too much money away to them. And this is on their website. It says most taxpayers receive refunds averaging around $2,800. Taxpayers who receive large refunds could receive more of their money throughout the rest of the year rather than waiting until they file their tax return next year. Think about if you could get an extra $500 back into your paycheck instantly. How would that affect your household? Now, guys, one of the other things that's included with the membership is something called TaxBot, okay? They say the difference between a hobby and a business is your ability to be able to keep good records and keep track of your receipts. Well, a lot of people are not don't do very well in that department. So TaxBot makes it a lot easier. Now you just have an app on your phone where if we go out to lunch, Kim, and we have a discussion about MWR Financial and we game planning, I can take a picture of that receipt. It's going to import in my phone into an Excel spreadsheet so that at the end of the year, all I have to do is give that information to my accountant or my CPA. Now, Paul here already, as of May 2nd, already had over $17,000 worth of deductions. Think about it. It's things that you're paying every day, every month anyway. Why not incorporate a home-based business so those things can become tax deductions, all right? It's all about working smart, not hard. Now, here's some Money Max testimonies. Kim, let everybody know what happened to Ursula in this slide.
So Ursula went into Money Max, uploaded her last 2 pay stubs and that tax return that we were talking about. Our experts were able to get her $455 back into her paycheck. She didn't work another hour. She didn't have to go get another job. She got an instant pay raise by simply uploading her stuff into the system.
Wow. That's amazing, guys. And right here to the right, your son says, I partnered with MWR Financial about a month and a half ago. I turned in my adjusted W-4 last week, right in time for this month's pay period. I received an additional $861 in my monthly pay from my job, which will be an additional $10,332 a year so that I can use that to pay off my debt even faster. Now, Kim.
Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
What would you have to do in order to go to your job and get a $10,000 pay raise?
I can't.
And I don't think most people can, Kim. That is part of the problem. But that's why we're here, guys. So what happens is, as I told you, you get your website included with the 228 as well. So the company tracks everything for you. So if somebody, let's say, for example, Alethea here, If Alethea goes to your website, answers the 7 questions to see how much she may qualify to bring back into her household, you're going to get a text message that says Alethea qualified for an instant pay raise of $889.60 per month. Please call her to congratulate them and help them get started. You immediately want to get on the phone with Alethea and say, hey, $228 one time, $119 a month. Does that just make sense? To spend $228 one time to get $89.60 back, even with the $119, even if you deduct the $119, Kim, from the $889.60, you still winning and you have still expanded your cash flow and increased your income.
Absolutely.
It's a no-brainer. Credit Max, we talked about this one already. All you do is simply upload your 3 credit reports to the bureaus. As you can see, we work really fast. But what you can expect is you didn't get in debt overnight, so you can't expect to get out of debt overnight. We've seen drastic results from these credit experts. When I'm telling you, anywhere from 30 to 90 days, but guys, you can't submit it and think that overnight your credit is just going to be back up to par. But I will show you some individuals whose credit, this young lady right here, Kim, went from a 356 at 19 years old. Somebody had already fraudulently had some activity going on in her account. So her grandparents decided to upload her credit information to our experts. In October, pay very close attention to this. In October, her credit score was a 356. They started working their magic. By November, Kim, it had increased from a 356 to a 501. By December, she went from a 501 to a 763. And as you can see, she is holding the keys in her hand to her brand new car that she did not need a co-signer for. That's pretty
amazing.
Remarkable.
That's amazing.
It absolutely is. Terry over here, score went up 81 points in just 2 months. He couldn't believe it, all right? The testimonies go on and on. This young lady right here, totaling almost 200-point increase in barely 4 months. These guys are on it. And it's funny, Kim, because people will be like, well, what do they do? I don't know what they do. All I know is I uploaded my credit reports to them and my score increased by 60 points. And Kim, that was right around 32 days, all right? So we don't care what they do. All we know is that they're really good at what they do and they get stuff off of your credit report that should not be there, all right? So it's not just for people to have bad credit. Our business partner, Chuck, here had an 805. He was already in an excellent credit rating, but it took him from an 805 to an 812. Same thing with Bert Sims. Bert went from an 834 to an 845. So he went from exceptional to even more exceptional, Kim.
Right.
Now let's talk about the equity max in this slide right here. This is really, really key because if we had a system or software or debt elimination specialist that could help us get out of debt faster, why wouldn't we capitalize and take advantage on that? This young lady right here, one of our business partners, Ms. Charlotte Hudson, what our debt elimination strategies do is they allow you to input everybody that you owe, Kim. So whether it's your credit card company, your mortgage, your car note, everybody that you are paying interest to, which is a loan, you input that into the software. It's going to give you an outline with your creditors plan as well as the equity max plan. Now, in her particular plan right here, Kim, the creditors had her in debt for 111 years and 8 months. Now, as if that's not bad enough, the interest that she would have had to pay is $525,000, $632.15.
That is insane.
That's insane. Our equity max experts was like, hold up. Everybody stop the press because we are about to put together a plan for her that has her out of debt in 2 years instead of 111. And instead of paying over $500,000 in interest, she'll only be paying $11,973. So they give you what's called a debt-free date. They gave Charlotte a debt-free date of August of 2103. Equity Max said, no way. You'll be out of debt. If you follow our plan, you're going to be out of debt by October of 2022. Not only that, Kim, but they also give you a millionaire date, because once they show you how to pay off all of this debt, they want to show you how to have some money liquid in the bank. So they give you a millionaire date. Her millionaire date is set for September of 2031. And guys, the list just goes on and on. So you just got to ask yourself, are these products and services worth a mere $4 a day? And Kim, if I have to say so myself, I'm going to say absolutely. Now, I'll let you talk about the Wealth Max, the PRA, and the land banking.
So we won't go too deep into this, but the PRA, when we talked about earlier how the 401ks, people were losing their money, with the private reserve account, this allows you to not have to lose the money like when the stock market drops. This is a tax-free, risk-free account that is going to allow you really to become your own bank. You can start borrowing money from yourself as if, like I said, you're borrowing from a regular bank, but you're borrowing money from yourself, still earning interest on it. This right here, again, if you were not a part of a certain group of individuals that had a certain amount of money, you would have never heard about this. The next one that we have is land banking. This one right here, Kristi, is going to be in an area called Palmdale, California. And if you know anything about California, there's an ocean that doesn't allow any more land to, to go out there. And truth be told, there ain't no more land being made. But with land banking, you're able to buy land in the path of growth. There's some experts that are already surveying that stuff, and you have people who are already investing, like Warren Buffett. If Warren Buffett is getting ready to start building somewhere, you might want to be, in that lane as well. The Olympics is going out in that area, 2028. You got, they're about to build a highway that they not built in the 25 plus years in this area.
That's right.
You have DOD, NASA, they're also out there building stuff. What happens is you get together with a group of individuals who are a partner up with us. Our experts help you purchase this land at discount. So this is, you actually are getting a deed. And this is some pictures of our business partners who actually have a deed in their hand saying that they have a portion of this land that when it's time to start building on, they have to come and buy it from them. So Kristi, we kind of went over everything that talked about what we do, but now how about you go ahead and tell them how we get paid and how that $200 a day text message that you get comes up.
All right, guys, this is a card. This is what it looks like that you want to have in your possession, because this is where you can transfer all of your commissions to this card, all right? The income is unlimited. One of the first bonuses that we like to show is called our customer bonus, because you're going to have some people, Kim, that come in and say, you know what? I just want access to the experts. I want to be able to have somebody look at my taxes. I want somebody to be able to adjust my W-4. I want somebody to work on my credit on my behalf, and that's awesome. If you have a customer, that person is a customer for only $79 one time and $79 a month. All right. Now, once you enroll 3 customers, your 79 is waived. So we like to call this enroll 3 and your membership is free. So instead of the 119, if you have 3 customers, your 79 is waived. So your monthly would only go to $40 instead of 119. That's pretty amazing. That's just one of the ways we show you how to eliminate the 119. Now, the next one, Kim, is the momentum bonus. And since you hit this one, I want you to explain to everybody how you did it and how this one works.
So as she said, this one is called the momentum bonus. And really what happens is after you see this information and you decide to partner up with us and you expose this information to 3 other people who say, you know what, Kim, Kristi, this makes sense too, and they decide to collaborate and join with us, if in the first 30 days they join the business and start their own, the company's going to pay you $150 within that 30-day time frame. But you also get $50 for each person who starts their own business. So we're talking about $300 within the first 30 days. But Kristi, one of the things that we say, success loves speed, and you can't control somebody else's excitement. Once you start your business and you help three individuals and they help three individuals start a business as well, the company is going to pay you $450 within 60 days. Can't control the excitement again. If you don't like helping people in this business, you're not going to make it. What we do is help people. So if you still help another individuals help those three get into the business as well, within 90 days, the company is going to pay you another $900. So we're talking about $1,500 in 90 days for helping people start their own home-based business. That's amazing.
It is. It's absolutely amazing, Kim. But I want to pause right here, because right here, as soon as you said, when you help people, because I know somebody watching this is like, oh, this sounds like one of them things. That sounds like one of them pyramid things. Let me clear this up real quick. In June of 2020, this is a business. Pyramids don't give out 1099s. Pyramids don't partner up with licensed enrolled agents that are certified through the IRS to help you adjust your W-4 legally, ethically, and morally because you have a business. Think about this, guys. John Paul Getty said it best. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own efforts, because Kim, 100% of my own efforts means I got to do all the work. Why not find some other business-minded individuals who want to create financial freedom for themselves and some of their friends who are overpaying their taxes, who want to increase their credit scores? Like, what we offer isn't a nicety, it's a necessity. Finances is something that'll never get old, Kim. It's not like a trend that's gonna, be here today and gone tomorrow, all right? In addition to the momentum bonus, we also get leadership bonuses. Kim said it best. You can't control another person's excitement. So you may introduce this to somebody who's gonna introduce it to some other people that you don't know, but you're gonna get anywhere from $50 to $125 each. This is a live screenshot from one of my business partners, where he didn't know Antoine. He got the 90-day momentum bonus, as you can see right here, for $900. He got 35 for Antoine, 50, 55, 50, 55, 45, 45, 35, 45. Guys, it adds up. This one day, he made over $1,300. And guess what? He didn't know these individuals, but they're now all a part of our organization, okay? Just to give you an even broader look so that you can see how this works, because this income right here is considered daily pay. So let's look at November 9th, 680, the 10th, 613, the 11th, 398, the 12th, 383. Kim, could you imagine every day looking in your back office and seeing that this is the income that you're making in addition to working your job?
That's crazy. Like, that right there is mind blowing. And if nothing else is worth the $228 one time.
That alone is worth the $228, right? Because this particular month, my business partner made over $10,000 just in his first 30 days, guys. But that's not it. Because guess what? We got a luxury car bonus, Kim, that pays anywhere from $500 to $3,000 a month. I want you guys to write in the comments, we absolutely love the 10th, because this is where all of the bonuses are paid out. So in tier 1, you get $500 a month, Kim, towards a luxury vehicle of your choice. Tier 2, you get $1,250. And tier 3 is considered a supercar or luxury home bonus, because tier 3 is $3,000. Now, here's the beautiful thing about it. If you don't want a car, you don't have to get a car. If you want a car, go get a car. Either way, the company simply puts it on your e-wallet and allows you to do whatever it is you want to with it. This isn't one of those companies where you got to go get the pink Cadillac or you got to go get the black BMW. Our CEO said, hey, you use this for what you want to use it for. Now, our business partner, Mr. Charles Waymaker Ivory, is already at tier 2. He's got the $1,250 car bonus, and he went last week to the GMC dealership and said, I want that truck. Why not? I'm just gonna let MWR pay for it, all right? The beautiful part about this slide though, guys, is that our back office shows you your progress, Kim, and this is why this business is fun and addictive, because it's showing Charles right here that he was 78% to the $3,000 a month car bonus. It's absolutely amazing, guys. My girl Shayna, design girl Rollins here, also gets the 1250, but she said, you know what? I don't need a new car. I just want the 1250. I'm going to keep it, and I'm actually going to invest it. Last but not least, my business partner here, Mr. Brian Ianbeam, owns the titles to 7 cars already. So guess what? He doesn't have any car notes at all, but they still put that $3,000 on his e-wallet every 10th of the month. Kim, is actually insane. The presidential bonus, Kim, have you ever heard of one bonus paying up to $100,000?
Never, ever.
Yeah. Can you let everybody know how this one works?
So what happens is we have the tiers here as well, and we start from going from $500 a month all the way up to $100,000 a month. Now, all the different bonuses and points that are associated with this, these all work together. So as you see for the $500 bonus, it takes 250 points. How do you get the points? Those are from as people enroll into your business or become customers, they all work together to work towards that bonus. Now, Kristi, outside of getting the $500 to $100,000 a month, that bonus also allows you to start matching the people that are in the business as well, from 25 to 50% of what they make.
That's right. It's crazy, Kim. I've been in this industry a long time, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I have never seen a compensation plan this strong. And I'm gonna show you guys just how strong it is in just a second. This is what I did though, because typically in these businesses, nothing is ever guaranteed. Like we don't, make income claims and tell you that you're gonna be at $1 million and such. We don't do the hype and the fluff and puff over here at all, okay? So what happens with our daily guarantee, Kim talked about the points. All of these points are accumulating. But once you have 3 business partners enrolled under you, and of course, they're your business partner. You see 3 QFDs, that stands for Qualified Financial Directors. 3 business partners and 1 outside customer. The company says, you know what? We're going to guarantee you $150 a month. That's equivalent to $5 a day. Now, I know some of y'all are like, $5 a day? That ain't no money. Yes, it is, because that $5 a day actually covers your $119 business. Just like that, all right? You make guaranteed 150, your business expense is only 119, is covered and then some. So what happens is the more people that are part of your organization, the more you will make on your daily guarantee. So with 12 individuals, so you got your 3, now you're gonna help those 3. Well, now you have 12 people in your organization. Now the company says, okay, as long as you have that 1 outside customer, you're now guaranteed $600 a month. Let me introduce you to some people that are doing it, all right? This is Gail Andrews right here. She started at the 5, she went to the 20, and is now at the $30 a day. So she is now guaranteed $900 a month. One of my favorite couples, Jeff and Sharon Hurt over here to the left, are at $5 a day, along with Trev Whitmore, who just got started in the business less than 30 days ago, and I'm sure she'll be at the $20 a day super soon. Eric Glaze and Latassa Polk, both are on fire. They are at the $5 a day mark as well. Ojetta Miley and Lamar Bland are at $20 a day. They are guaranteed $600 a month, along with Miss Ebony Stembridge and Miss Tamika Starr, Miss Keisha Taylor, and Nina Caldwell, guys. All of these individuals are making a minimum of $600 a month. Amber Johnson and Marvin Green are at the $30 a day mark, which means they are making $900 a month. This lady looks familiar right here, but this slide needs to be updated because she is no longer at the $30 a day. To the right here, you see my business partner, Mr. Kier Jr. Spates from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. He was super excited when he got his $30 a day, $900 a month minimum. Lynn Gibbs and Brandon Caldwell, as well as Mr. Richard Greer, are all at $30 a day. But Kim, you got to go on this slide because you are now at $50 a day, which means that is a minimum of $1,500 a month. Now I got to spotlight you here real quick. How does it feel, Kim, to get that text, to know that no matter what, every day at 5 o'clock, you get a text message that reminds you that because you invested that 228 one time, you now positioned yourself for $1,500 a month residual. Let everybody know how that feels.
Kristi, I tell you, that first day that $50 text came in, I really was almost in tears, because that now gives me the freedom, options, and choices that I may not have had prior to that. And it's to know that I now can do this stuff, and it's going to put me in a better position for my family. That's what all that makes the difference. I can do something different for my family with an extra $1,500 a month. It's life changing, really. And I'm just glad to be a part of the, being able to share this information to get somebody else to that same point.
All right, Kim, I'll let you knock these next slides out.
All right. So now we have Shana Rollins and Quanta Sims. They are at $100 a day, which is $3,000 a month. Now, these two are the quietest people I've ever met in my life, and they're making $100 a day. That's right. We also have, who we just saw a minute ago, Mr. Charles the Waymaker Ivory. He is now one of our $1 million ring earners. So congratulations, Charles, on that. Kristi, what that means is he has to have made, you have to have $1 million in the bank earning 8% to earn what he earns. But we also have no other than Cash Flow Kristi, who is the first female $1 million ring earner in the company. That alone is amazing. She is earning $200 a day minimum, which is $6,000 a month. I'm trying to put $600,000 into
It's okay. I'm gonna take it, Kim. I received that.
$1,250 a month in her luxury car bonus and $1,000 presidential bonus. That's $8,250 a month guaranteed. So, Kristi, I'm gonna ask you, how does that feel to have that amount of coming into your household every single month?
Kim, it's absolutely amazing. When I looked at this compensation plan back in October, because I was able to do this, guys, in just a little bit over 6 months. As I told you before, I've been in this industry for a while, but I have never, ever been able to see this kind of income generated in such a short amount of time, guys. And you saw Brian's, hit $10,000 in his first 30 days. I was at a guaranteed $2,500 with only 60 people in my organization after my first 30 days. So the income here, that is the power of this particular home-based business, guys, is that the income is absolutely, when we say it's high and we say it's unlimited, that's exactly what we mean. So yes, I am just absolutely ecstatic. And people, I always like to tell people, it's not about Kim, it goes far beyond the money. Like, we didn't come over here to just make money. We literally came over here to create history because of the timing of where we are. Like, MWR Financial, guys, only launched in August of 2019. So we are still in the infancy stages. So I think for me, outside of the money, the exciting part is being at the right place at the right time. Because guess what? We could have been hearing about this in 2025, right? But God saw fit for us to be here now in the early stages, because guess what? It's some people on the Zoom and some people that are watching this on Facebook, Kim, that are going to be iconic in this particular company. There will be people that are making $1 million a month in this company within the next 5 to 7 years, Kim, and that's pretty amazing. One of those individuals will be this guy right here, my mentor, my business partner, none other than Mr. Brian Bean, who gave himself a 6-figure pay raise in 6 days. As you can see, guys, if you look at this slide, this was actually during the pandemic. Brian went from $300 a day up to $500 a day. What that means is he's guaranteed a minimum of $15,000 just from this one particular pay plan. That's not including his $5,000, which almost is $10,000 a month for the presidential. That's not including the $3,000 luxury car bonus that he gets. That's not including the expansion bonuses and the leadership bonuses. When we say the income is unlimited and high, that's exactly what we mean. Guys, we offer all of the training and support that you need. We have 24-hour cash flow calls. We have 24-hour access to video library, 24-hour overviews. We have group group trainings. We have our amazing Game Changer, which we had just a couple of weeks ago. That next event is coming up in September 18th through the 20th. But guys, here it is. We've shown you what it is that we do. And we typically, in doing these presentations, Kim, we typically run into 3 types of people. The number 3 type person says what, Kim?
Basically, you know what? I don't need to make any more money. I don't need to fix my finances. I don't need to put into the private reserve bank yet. I don't need any of this stuff. I'm good financially. I don't need any of this stuff. And for that individual, we say, thank you for at least taking the time to listen to what, we talked about today. But I will say this, if there may be somebody that who's not okay. And if you know that person, share this opportunity with them because it could be life-changing for them.
Absolutely. Then we have number 2s, guys. And number 2 says, hey, that was some incredible information that y'all share. I don't need the extra money, but I definitely want to increase my cash flow. Remember, I told you guys, we were talking about increasing your cash flow and expanding your income. All right. And number 2 says, I want to increase my cash flow. I want access to the experts. And that is a Financial Edge membership for only $79 a month. You get the Money Max, the Credit Max, the Equity Max, and the Wealth Max. All right. So if you're number 2, you want to text or call or inbox the person that invited you on this Zoom or whose watch party you're watching. Text them right now and let them know that you are a number 2. All right. If you are a number 1, that means I am all the way in. Kristi, I want the membership, plus I want access to all 10 income streams. You want to text, inbox, or call that person and say, hey, I'm a number 1. I'm ready to get my business started. I'm ready to upload my current pay stub so that I can see just how much I have been overpaying and throwing away. I want my money back because guess what? It's mine. All right. So your Financial Edge membership is included. Your member dashboard is included. Your e-wallet. This is the whole kit and caboodle. If you are a number 1, you want to get with the person that invited you on this Zoom and let them know, hey, I'm a number 1, so that that person can get you on a game plan to show you how to immediately start getting that $150 a day monthly, to immediately show you how to position yourself to get that $600 monthly. Well, guess what, guys? That is my time. Kim, where'd you go?
I'm still here.
I got you. Okay, so many people on the Zoom right now. Okay, there you go. All right. All right, Kim, any last words for anybody before we go?
I will just say this. To be on this Zoom with somebody who clearly has the game plan and the blueprint of how to make this work is mind-blowing. And it would make sense if they already have that blueprint out there for you to do the same, to do it.
That's right.
That's all I say. Just do it.
Just do it. That is the key. All right. So guys, if you have any questions, you definitely want to get back with the person who put you on this Zoom. We're about to cut the live Facebook stream. I want to give a huge shout out to Darlene and William Taylor for putting this particular Zoom together. They came in blazing trails. I went to Albany State University with Darlene, and she hit me up and was like, Kristi, I just want to know what it is that you're doing. She saw it. We talked. She was like, you know what? I'm going to pray about it. She called me that Friday and she was like, you know what? I'm in. I'm ready to position not only myself, but my family for some serious wealth. So Darlene and William, are y'all out there? I think y'all are on mute. Hang on one second. All right, Facebook, that's our time. We're going to let Darlene and William talk to their guests that they invited on. Get back with the person whose watch party you're watching. Let them know if you are a 3, a 2, or a 1. All right? Thanks so much for joining us this Saturday.